Welcome back to the Nashville Predators GM mode. We are roughly halfway through the season. We are currently 24 and 17, basically. We're going to sim up to the All-Star game in this episode and see who made the All-Star team for us. I anticipate... Oh, I'm going to put this guy in. I anticipate, like, Pekka. That's the only player I'm really expecting to be in the All-Star game just because he has a lot of wins, too. It's not really like anything else. And usually the person with a lot of wins gets into the All-Star game. So Mike Ribeiro's got 37 points up to this point. I believe he added a hat trick and assist last game. The rest of our team's been really underperforming. We've been super inconsistent. We're going to have to see how the season's going up to the trade deadline. I don't know if we're actually going to trade anything at the trade deadline, unless it's to get younger and more skilled. And at that point, I still am not 100% sure. I don't know. It's been a rough year. We have been really up and down. We're not super locked into a playoff spot either way. Like we're not out of it, but we're not in it really either. We could just end up trading our UFAs at the deadline too. If things are not going the greatest and we go on some sort of losing streak. I'm gonna go here. There's a lot of first round picks. I want to check the GM tracker as well. I've upgraded it a little bit ago, but yeah, we only have 80. I want to upgrade medical staff and assistant coach next though. So let's go up to the All-Star game. Alright, so we got a home and away here. We should be able to beat New Jersey. Patrick Elias is having a good year, but we shut him out right there. Cody Franzen with a few assists that game, it looks like. At least 2, maybe 3, and we won 2 in a row. Alright, so we're 27, 14, and 5. We're going to see where we are in the standings at the All-Star game. Lukshanov is out for a couple weeks, it looks like. We'll just replace him for now. In the minor leagues, he's really only there because he's an 80 overall and want him to help Pontus Aberg out as much as possible. Pontus Aberg might be on our team next year, too. He might be a third liner for us, even. He probably could have been a fourth liner for us this year, but let's check who's in the All-Star game. We got Craig Smith coming back in a couple weeks, too. So there's that to watch out for as well. It's really going to help out our team. So Parise, Sagan, Perry, Ben Duchesne, Daniel Sedin, Marlowe, Couture, Tarasenko, Pavelski, Carter, Doan, Duncan Keith, Mark Giordano, Jason Demers, Cody Franzen made it. Tobias Enstrom, and Justin Schultz, and Corey Crawford and Antini Emmy. So we had one All-Star, and that was Cody Franzen. Nice to see, at least. Pekka is up there for goals against and save percentage. He's in the top 10 or top 8. Matt Hackett's up there in save percentage, crazy. We're definitely not up there for points. Patrick Marleau's blowing everyone else out of the water. It's like he's like the Joe Thornton of this year. He's up there 4th for goals, 1st for assists. Crazy. We're 3rd in our division. 4 points ahead of Dallas. I feel like we're in a playoff spot at this point. Like definitely in a playoff spot at this point. Yeah, we're 10 points ahead of St. Alright, we're in the playoffs. So let's sim up here this week right before the trade deadline. I'm going to take a break and look at who we could possibly acquire. However, if the sim is really fast through here, I might just pause the recording and then resume it when I find something that I might be interested in doing. Which should probably involve a trade to bolster our second line, considering that's been a really weak area of the team this season, 3-0. And Carl Soderberg's out for the next week, so we should just replace him. We had a lot of shutouts lately, so that's something to watch out for. Those are the best lines in the minor leagues. What the hell? Ray Emery would be a decent backup for us. Let's see. It's only an 80 overall. He's 33, 2.5 stars. Definitely a rental player. He's 10 and 13. Goals against a 3-4. Yeah, not worth it. If his stats were better than Hellberg's, I might have considered it, but he's Ray Emery. Definitely underrated in this game. I think he's pretty good in real life, but like with Chicago a couple years ago, he had a really good season. And I like. Will it stop sim, please? I'm gonna look at something. I don't remember what it was now though. So once it stops, I'm just gonna start again anyway. Artem and Nisimov in the third. I don't want to trade Chapman. I don't want a Nisimov all that much either. We'll go up here. Josh Chapman's injured now. Alright, it's only for like 5 days. Oh, I wanted to change the AHL lines. I'll deal with it when he comes back though in like a game or two. It's a lot better now that I'm doing that replaces player, and then I'll go back and fix it after than it was when I was doing the Washington Capitals one where we'd sim and I'd go into edit manual and have to go through all the lines. Especially if it's short-term injury. Makes everything a lot quicker, especially considering I want to trade Chapman. Especially considering the fact that like it takes like forever to sim a single day, it seems like sometimes. Losing a lot. It's a couple in a row. Should be able to pick it up though. This is the divisional game coming up right here. Come on, could you sim a little faster? Like, I understand there's a lot of games being played, but still, this is like NHL 13 bad. Like, maybe not that bad. I shouldn't say that, but alright, we got back on track. 5-1 win. Soderberg's back, so we can plug him in for Beck. Scratch Beck. Chapman's back for the minor leagues. Alright. Where's Lakshanov at? Is he like injured? Oh. Must be injured. Yeah, Chapman's in there. Okay. 29 and 21. Craig Smith is back, so we gotta send someone down. I can't remember. Do we still have 3 goalies up? Oh yeah, we do. Hellberg is waiver eligible. I think we're gonna plug him back into the starting lineup. And if he fails, we can always call back up Carter Hutton. He hasn't done that great for us. And no one's gonna claim him, so it's fine. We're gonna put Craig Smith. Oh, who's on the penalty kill? Alright, we're gonna replace Craig Smith for Austin Watson first, and then we'll put Austin Watson in there. Put him on the 4th line. He hasn't really been performing all that well for us this season, I don't think. We'll check real quick. If his stats are decent, we'll swap him and Downey. But I believe he only has like 5 points or something, like really low. No, he has 14. He's minus 14 though. We'll put him down on that 4th line. I'm gonna check when I'm doing up to the trade deadline. I'm gonna check Steve Downey's value as well. See if he's worth anything. Andrei Lakshanov is back. Miners. Brad Boyes and Al Montoya for a 2nd round pick. That's a decent trade. Brad Boyes got a good shot. 38 points this season. He's probably playing up though, and we'd play him on the 3rd line. And Al Montoya, what's his overall? 82. He's 30 years old. 18 and 20 this season, 908. He's not much better than Magnus Elberg has been. So it's not worth, not at all. We're not going to do that trade. Alright, we'll keep going. Stars should be a beatable team. It's a division game though, so you never really know. We'll see. Hopefully we can win this one, gets 30 wins. Start to get back on track to the Stanley Cup caliber team that we were last season. At some point, I hope that happens. I'll turn my sound off on my phone. It hasn't happened yet. I don't even see if we won that one. No, it does not look like we won that one. Alright, we got 4 games this week. Let's try and win 3 of them. Anaheim's a good team. These are all good teams, though, to be fair, besides Columbus. If we lose that Columbus one, there's no excuse. But these other ones, you know, they're good teams. So let's try and get at least a point out of all these. Whatever sims. Alright, we lost 3-1, so that's not a great way to start. Alright, Chicago's the best team, and we lost 3-1 again. That's ridiculous. We shouldn't be losing like 2 in a row. Like, I get one was it was a home and away, but like we shouldn't be losing 2 in a row. And we only got 2 goals, like over that time period. And now Colin Wilson's out. I don't want Kyle Okposo. Now Colin Wilson's out, so that's even like more. Like we've lost like 4 in a row. We need to get back on track because now we're not doing so great. Alright, we need to win this one. This week was a fucking mess. It's ridiculous. Defense played like shit. The one time our offense performed, we gave up 5 goals. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't want Kyle Okposo, especially for that like combination of things. Alright, 7-2 win. That's probably not where we should have scored all our goals. Alright, let's beat Anaheim, because we haven't done that all season yet, so hopefully we can actually do it here. We're getting close to the trade deadline, it looks like. We're about 5 games away. Not going to get through the trade deadline this episode, I don't think, and be able to do an adequate wrap-up. But we might. I just make it a little longer. Oh my god, we lost again. Jesus. Can we beat we haven't beat Anaheim this season, and they're like one of the top teams in the West. Like, that's not good. Like, oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. We lost like 6 out of 7, 5 out of 6. Win a game. Jesus. We might have lost like pretty good amount of play on them. Oh my god. Okay, maybe we gotta completely reassess what's going on. Because there's no way that we are still in a playoff position after that, and if we are, our division is awful. Because we just lost like 6 in a row. Like, well, we won 1, but we got 1 more week. We got 4 games this week. We should try and win 3. Alright. So since the All-Star break, we are 3-11. We're 3-11 since the All-Star break. I don't think any of those losses were in overtime. Looks like goaltending's really, I don't know, Pecorini's still, it's his save percentage is bad. We're still 3rd in our, yeah, this is a lot of competition. Alright, this week is really going to dictate our approach at the trade deadline. I'm not trading away our 1st round pick, because now I'm, like, legitimately concerned. No point in trading it away until at least the draft. We lost 6-2. Yeah, this is not going great. Bobkov, he's 25, not worth. I think this might be the reload deadline you reload at. We do really well against the Kings, but it doesn't say a whole lot. Actually, we lost to the Kings last week too. St. Louis, let's beat them. Alright, we won. Alright, Pecorine is injured for fucking literally 2 days. We probably didn't need to call up a goalie, but why does it like do that? Come on. Like, I was on the goalie page, it should just let me flip over. I wasn't trying to like back out or anything. Oh, this has become like a nightmare. We're on a 2-game winning streak, so that's positive. Don't care about our minor leagues. 3.5-star sniper, good shot, decent passing. Defense needs a little work. You won't claim this guy. Edit lines. Alright. Makes our team a little bit better. Minor league team a little bit better, actually. Alright, Dallas, let's try and win this game. This is a really good and a really important game. It really dictates, alright, 7-4 win. WHO. It's goalies, I don't want a goalie. If I want a goalie, I'll trade for one. Were we just in the O or the dub? We were in the dub. So let's go back to the OHL. Maybe we'll scout somewhere else next time. So we are 33, 23, and 6. We've won 3 games in a row. Pecorini's back, so let's send down Carter Hutton. Alright, this time it actually opened the correct team. Alright, 33, 23, and 6. I actually fell out of contention for this. Pecorini is up there. Braden Holtby's up there too. Maybe he's having a good season finally. He was one of the players I was thinking about targeting in the off season, like whenever we did our competitive rebuild type thing. So we actually did pretty good during that stretch. Now this could go 2 ways. We could hold on to this playoff spot. There was no way we're catching Chicago. They're top of the league. Yeah, they're like blowing everyone else out of the water. This could stay how it is right now, and we could be a playoff team. However, it could also go the complete opposite way, where we fall out of the spot with a really bad losing streak. Though we just went on one, so I don't think it's likely to happen again. I'm not saying it's impossible. So I think we're going to stand pat. You know, not going to do anything at the trade deadline. So we'll just try and do the rest of the sim in this episode. As long as it goes quickly, we should be able to pull it off. We're going to go into the trade deadline, but we're not going to do anything. So we're just going to hope that everything works out. This is lightning here. We lost. I think it was an overtime. No calls. I don't really care who gets traded. Minnesota's calling. I don't think we'll make a trade with them because they're a divisional rival. But Nicholas Backstrom, I think we looked at him before and he was only like an 81. Yeah, he's not any better than what we already have. Stats aren't very good. Actually, that's not bad. You know, we don't need him. He'd be backup. That would be it. No point in trading prospects for that. Franz Nielsen traded it to the other New York. Nothing. Thomas Cabriolet for Kyle Becker. Weird trade. Alright, so we went through the trade deadline, no trades. We'll see who's on waivers. Tanner Glass. Yeah, he's not. Thought he was a little bit younger, but I was like, I don't expect him to be very young. Could have claimed him for injury purposes, but there's not really a whole lot of point in that. Alright, this is probably not how we should have came out of the deadline. We won 5-4, but that was still not. It was still more goals than we should have given up. Not happy about it. This is gonna be a 30-minute episode, I think. Alright. We lost. Okay. So this is like the exact opposite of how I expected. You know, I thought the team would pick it up from there. Alright, we won there. Ribero's starting to turn back into the playmaker, it looks like, from this point. Alright. Coyotes. We should be able to beat them. Alright, we won 6-2. It's a good score. Winnipeg, yeah, this is a big game right here. Really close in points, it looks like. And it looks like they have a couple games where we get shut out, of course. Fun. St. Louis, oh, they're ahead of us now. There's no way. Okay, we won 4-1. We might be ahead of them now. I think we're still in a wild card position either way, though. So 4-3 loss. Jesus, can't be losing against these like shitty teams. Like Carolina's not good. We should be beating them. And yeah, this is what happens when your schedule is like really light in the first half. Weeks like this, where there's 4 games in a week, your team gets tired. Alright, we got Winnipeg back. Shut them out 3-0. Bruins. We gotta win this game. We gotta win this game. Alright, we lost 5-1. Not when I say we gotta win this game, that means you should actually win. Oh my god. Colin Wilson's out for the next couple games too. This is getting ridiculous. Like, we'll go on a good stretch and then we'll just fucking be awful like the next 2 games. Like, I understand one of those might have been Magnus Elberg. So that's kind of understandable. It's still not excusable, but it's kind of understandable at that point. Still. It's ridiculous. I don't really expect us to win any games at this point. Like, we lost 3 in a row now. Sharks are like the best team, and one of the best teams. I don't expect to win. Only won 5-6. Craig Smith's injured again. It's only like a week. Okay. He has not been healthy really all season. Looks like Ribeiro's headed for a 80-point season again too. I don't know. It depends on how these last 10 games go. He only needs 7 points to have an 80-point season, which means you only need 9 points to have a point per game season, and we lose 4-2. Why do we win against like the best team in the Pacific Division, but we like lose here? It might be the goaltending. Florida, come on, we gotta beat Florida. Their goaltender's Al Montoya. Wow. Oh my god, this is getting ridiculous. This is like the last week of the season, I think, too. Oh my god, we're below 500. This is so bad. Like, I don't understand why this team is playing so shitty lately. I just want to scratch board. Jesus. I don't understand why our team is so bad. Like, we should be, like, good. At least, oh my god. Austin Watson's out now. Let's win these last 2 games. I don't even know if we're in the playoffs. I don't know if we're in the playoffs. Alright, we won. So let's try and win this last game too, so it's at least a 500 season. Austin Watson's back. Took like 5 minutes to send these last like 2 weeks. This is what happens when half your roster's purged too, though. Win. Okay, we won. So we finished at 500. I don't know if that's a playoff like standing, but we're just in the OHL. Let's go to the dub again. No, let's go somewhere else. We've been to the dub and though. Oh, we haven't done the Q. We might do the Q for the rest of the up until the draft. So let's look at team standings first. We have 89 points. That's pretty much guaranteed a playoffs, a wild card spot. I think we'd go up against Anaheim at this point. Unless Dallas gets 4 points, we go up against Anaheim, I'm pretty sure. If we go up against Chicago, there's no way we're going to win. So just sim until the end of the regular season. Look at team standings and stuff. Okay, we did go up against Anaheim. Thank God. There was no way we were going to survive against Chicago. So, we won't see the standings. We'll look at team standings through here. And we'll look at the playoff tree too. So we finished 15th in the league in points. Not a great way to follow up last year. Goals for, we were 21st. Yeah, that really fell off. Goals against, we were awful too, 20th. Power play was only 17th. We took the, like, we were in bottom 10 in terms of penalties taken. Our penalty kill was only 20th. Like, we were not a good team. And we finished 3-7. So I don't know how we're even in the playoffs, to be completely fair. That's just there's no, like, we're not good at anything. We had a bad offense, a bad defense. We had a really negative goal differential. I just don't get it. Ribeiro, 76 points, great season. Neal and Forsberg look like they picked it up toward the end. Each scored roughly 25 goals. Actually, it was Neil's like 4th on the team. They had okay years, but compared to the way they started, it was definitely a strong finish. Colin Wilson had almost 50 points in 77 games played. Shea Weber was 47. I expect more out of him, but it was still a solid season. Cody Franzen, good season. Jorn Krok, pretty solid rookie season. He's just a rookie and he's only an 82, so that's about the expectation for him at this point. Roman Josi with 40 points. Soderberg only 34. That's definitely disappointing considering the last 2 years he's had 48, and he was also a minus 13 this year. But I think most of our team is probably minus. Ryan Ellis 24. Seth Jones only 22. It's really bad considering that's not good at all, especially considering he had such a hot start. Definitely disappointing for an 85 overall. It looks like he might be a dud at this point. I'm not 100% sure, but still. Craig Smith had 20 points, good season. Considering he only played 42 games. Andrew Shaw at 18. Austin Watson at 18. Anton Volchenkov at 14. That might be his best season in a while. Yeah, that was double his point output last year, but he was only even, so. Although on this team that might be good. 14 for Steve Dunn. It was definitely not a good year. These guys, Freiberg didn't play for us. Brandon Pruss had 10 points. Bork had 11 points, and he played in 30 less games than Pruss. Sean Thornton had 9 goals. He only had 32 penalty minutes. Looked like he wasn't out there all that often. So Ribeiro, Forsberg, Shea Weber, James Neal were all really good plus players. Gabriel Bork was a plus 11, Franzen plus 7, and then after that it really falls off. Volchenkov and Thornton were even, and then Pruss was minus 1, Beck minus 3, Jones minus 3, Shaw minus 6, Craig Smith minus 9, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13, minus 17, minus 20, minus 24. Seriously, Ryan Ellis. You have 4.5 star defense, minus 24. Although Jorn Krok and Watson were both down there too, so I guess it was really a defensive drop off this season, for sure. Goaltending, I don't expect to be super solid either. 2.50 goals against, and a losing record actually. No, it's an even record. Elberg really sucked for us too, so if Pekka Rinne gets injured, we're screwed. 913 save percentage, not even that good. Only 6 shutouts compared to like the 13 he had last year. Oh, he only had 8 last year. Never mind. I think he had like 12. I only had like 5 of the last 6 or 4 of the last 5 were shutouts. So, this episode's getting long. I'm gonna stop it. Next episode we'll do playoffs. So see them.